Hey guys, how's it going? April 5th, 9:47 p.m. I'm going to try to do another video or a series of videos here. Oh, the Barstow Hump's going. Um, so, what we want to do, we can start this up for now. So, before I start that here, if you're going to do anything in a yard, not so much arrivals. Arrivals are not a big deal, but if you're going to do anything in a yard, I was doing this at the end of the last video, and what it does is it shows on the UP side again, track 1 is not to be dealt with. That's an inbound train. Generally, sometimes inbounds get there a lot quicker than the work that has to be done, so that's the lowest priority. It's actually going to be for the next cycle stuff, so it doesn't have to do anything right now. Other than the power for West Colton train going outbound, it's the last thing that has to be dealt with by UP. So it here will tell you different things. So track 5 and track 10 are for UP for sorting. So because we're now into April 5th, what you want to do, first of all, if you're looking to do any type of yard work, is always check the forums, or if this is accessible, which it's not right now, this tells you basically the cycle time. And if you want to know what cycle time we're at, first of all, you're going by the instructions of the forum itself. But if you want to know what cycle time we're at, we're way late. So by now, I mean, SJVR should be running. UP should have been done a long time ago, but we're running. I'm basically been running a lot of the jobs, and some of the other guys have been helping out as best they can. But we're running too fast of a cycle. We're running based on the manpower we did have at one time. But again, I've said this for a while. We've lost some key people. So for Bakersfield, or the yard, SJVR yard, this will give you the diagrams where things are to be switched, etc., etc. I could run the SJVR yard, but I think I'm going to go ahead and work on getting Bakersfield done tonight. So with that being said, that's what the yard tracks look like. So there's a map here. This information that's all highlighted right here is for tagging purposes. The yellow, the green, and the cyan. And then it shows you some of the SJVR territories over here as well. In this particular one, everyone has its own wikia. If you do a search on the wikia and type in SJVR, or if you're not sure, you can always just ask around if you're not sure. But normally there will be some information, and I should get some links in here as well. But if you're not too sure about something, always ask and we can link that information to you. Okay. Heads up, Sean. 106 is full house. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see? Oh, this is good communication. What he's saying is, from what I did in the last video, was 106 was full. The outbound will be huge. Yeah, that's okay. No problem. That's okay. So, I've got track 10 and track 5 to deal with. So, what I can do here, and this is part, I'll try to make this a multiple video here, just to get you through some of the stuff, and maybe I'll pause along the way through some of the boring parts. So, what you want to do is, because we're on April 5th now, go into the yard board here, and then you put, you can just do UP Bakersfield 4-5 for April 5th. Going to start working UP side. Okay, that's all you got to do. Just put another, basically, That's all you have to do. Now, on the other way, there's still something else that you have to do. Bakersfield is a timed area. Now, it's under construction, so it's not showing you the available time like Bakersfield Yard. That will eventually. So, by next cycle, that'll be in here. It'll show you how much available time you do have. What you want to do is you can go to the regular registry form, or you can go form and go to live form, and that'll take you to this. You have to be a registered user on here. We're starting to put in registry as far as getting access to the server and everything. That, if you're not too sure about, you can ask around. So for the let's see here. I don't know if I have... Do I have Bakersfield in here yet? Uh-oh. Maybe I don't. Oh, no. UP doofus. UP Bakersfield is the name. You want to set it to work. Now, you're going into districts. This is different from, for those familiar with going from A to B or running trains on the main line. You're not going to see this train over on the Bakersfield main anymore. Edison and all those other ones used to be here. So in this case, what you're doing is you are finding... I can't see what's going on if people are typing to me or not. I had to clean my glasses. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're good. Good. Good to be good. So, where was I on this? I got distracted. Dang it. Was it here? Here? Oh, okay, here we go. So, when it used to be on the main lines, you would have to choose a route, or however you want to say it. For yard operations, the ones that are timed, you want to go through the switching district you're on. Now, if I was running the SJVR, I'd use this. For this, I'm using UP Bakersfield switching district. I hit next. Now it's going to ask for the total time. You're just starting. So all you have to do is put in 0. It's because it's requiring you to put something. So you put in 0 and you hit submit. Okay, now you're started. So you're starting your switching now. And if you look at the sorting, there you have the date that it started at 21:55 Eastern. So we're all ready to go. Now, as the instructions said, 5 and 10 did have stuff for us. We want to get this SJVR stuff out of there because that's overflow. So we'll go into the engine, turn on our lights. You don't have to turn on the cab light if you don't want to. I tend to like it, but not everybody does. And I put the speedometer. You can put whatever display you want. I got the speedometer on the controller as well. So you're on the clock now. And the whole thing about being on the clock, I'll have to see how this new microphone works too. I'll find that out. I might have to make some adjustments or whatever. The whole thing about being on the clock, and I put the volume down on the TV, so hopefully that helps. I don't know if it's going to make a mess because it's going through the line and it might be coming through the microphone as well. For tutorial basis, if that's the case, I might have to put a headset or shut the audio off of the TV. But lost my train of thought again. So yeah, you're on the clock. Now the whole thing about the clock is this. For UP, you have, and the reason why BNSF and UP has it, and Mojave will have it as well, it's just not programmed just yet, is because we want to give them an 8-hour shift. We want to give them a challenge of being able to complete their work within 8 hours. That's why that's there. SJVR, I don't know how in real life how much they run. They go beyond this area as well. But SJVR we run in 3 8-hour shifts on a 24-hour basis, whereas UP we only run one 8-hour shift, and that's because the only thing they have to worry about is stuff going through. Oops, turn that on there. The only thing they have to worry about is the UP North, which is just a transfer run. It's representing an interchange. We just go to Saco siding right now. Yeah, I'm going to have to get into the other side here as well. So UP generally switches from the, this is the north end. I gotta throw another switch. Remember, in yards, the switches are going to be all over the place. That's normal. Actually, I think I'm okay because I'm actually set up to get into 10. So that works out good. And keep in mind too, because it's a cycle, like Mojave's just starting and we really don't have anything tagged for it at the moment. Because it's a cycle and because we don't have enough people to run trains and, you know, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like a full schedule, every job's not going to always be available. Oh, we got an EOT on this one. That must have been for the last inbound. I'm surprised it has an EOT. Oh well. Which is strange because I don't know where that came from actually. Ah, shoot. I gotta join up to it first. Then it'll go away. I think it'll disappear on its own. Woohoo! That thing went crazy. Sometimes it breaks a coupler, especially if things been kicked. It's not a big deal. All you do is, I usually run air, or no air, I should say. So I find out where it's clicked, or where it's where it's split off. Yeah, it's somewhere in here. Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's that one. No, it's back here. Ah, there it is. Ah, that's good. So yeah, this will be a multi-part video. Control F8 is how you get the tags. Those are going to be important. They're on right now. So yeah, sometimes when you're coupling, I don't know what that is. What happens, that little chisel going back and forth thing. So Control F8 gives you your tags. You hit it once to get the car, which we don't need because we don't use switch lists, and then you do that, and that'll give you the tags. So what SJVR has done is this is an overflow. Normally it only comes in 5, but because UP hasn't been running and SJVR is way ahead, there's an overflow that's been called for track number 10. So I'm going to move ahead. And if you need more track, you can either use the main, which we might have to do. 10 miles an hour over switches, manual in this yard. That's just in general. And like I said, I'll make this a 15-minute video with each, give you an idea of what we do. Hopefully it sounds good. You can put the counter on. So once you're at the end of the counter, you're fine. Then you don't have to worry about looking anymore. And what I do is I also set my right there. Control C, set your speed control on so that you stay in that 10-mile-an-hour zone. The only thing is, if you're going downhill, you're going to have to use your dynamics or keep an eye on that, because that will get away from you really easily.